Everyone, my name is Lindsay Edwards. I am the PR specialist at Rappahannock Electric Cooperative, and I'm happy to be here this morning to talk with you a little bit about some of the different opportunities that we have to hopefully help your nonprofits be successful and continue to do all the great things that you all are doing in the community every day. So first, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about us. We're an electric cooperative. We serve 22 counties in the state of Virginia. We have over 170,000 connections. Tracy, you can jump to that next slide if you'd like. Yep. We have over 170,000 connections within those 22 counties, and more than 17,000 miles of lines. So we cover quite a large area of the state, and we serve a large portion of Louisa County as well. So lots of opportunities for us to be involved in the communities that we serve. We are more than just an electric company. Our mission statement is to provide safe, reliable, affordable and sustainable electricity and energy solutions. However, we also have a big focus on being involved in the communities that we serve. And that is something all of our employees, we have over 400 employees who work day in and day out to make our communities a better place to be and to be involved. They're involved in community giving through volunteerism. We have internal fundraisers that we do to help support the community as well, because it is something that we're very passionate about and definitely want to have an impact on. So with that, we have REC Cares is kind of a tagline we thought of. As you all can imagine and know, with the pandemic, came some challenges. Certainly events weren't taking place, such as this. The fairs and festivals that we typically would have attended weren't taking place like they had once happened. So we looked at that as an opportunity. What can we do to still have that impact, still be involved, even though we couldn't attend some of these events? So after once the pandemic was certainly going to be with us for a little while, we thought a great way to be able to give back is to let the frontline workers know how much we appreciated what they were doing. And so in early 2021, we made a donation to multiple hospital staff, some hospitals in the Richmond area, Charlottesville area, and some that were up north as well, just to let them know that we really appreciate all that they're doing. Certainly, it's been a lot for them to support the communities and help everyone stay safe and help those who were in need. And it was very rewarding to see the smiles, as you can see in this photograph here. We sent a thank you note with each of the meals that were delivered to the staff, so they knew how much we appreciated everything that they were doing. So it was just a simple gesture, a meal, whether it be for some workers it was lunch, others it was dinner, depending on their shift, but just a great way to show them that they were appreciated. On the flip side of that, certainly there were small businesses, and the pandemic was a big struggle for small businesses during that time. And so we were also able to use this as an opportunity to support our small businesses by partnering with them to provide the meals. Certainly the restaurants prepared those and delivered those to these hospitals. So it was a really great way for us to be able to give back on a multiple different levels and show our support in that way. We also looked for opportunities right here in Louisa. We partnered with the Louisa Resource Council. They were doing efforts to do food drives. Certainly that was a large need all over, and a need here as well. So they, as you can see there, were handing out food to folks that were coming through who were in need. And that's something we looked at opportunities throughout our service area to be able to give back to some of these food banks who were seeing an increase in folks who were in need of their services as well. Another one, Louisa Gives Back. We was spearheaded by the chamber here, and certainly we were a supporter of that. And the schools, as we all know, the school systems and the children were going through a lot. So just looking at lots of different organizations and groups that we could help. So a couple of different programs we have. We do give donations and sponsorships on a rolling basis year-round. Just a way to be involved with sports teams or the school systems or nonprofits, supporting things such as this as well. And then we also have our annual programs. So we have our scholarships, our community grants, and the Power of Change. And so the first one is the scholarship program. This program is, applications are available on our website. So I know it may not be something applicable to everyone in this room, but certainly everybody knows a student or maybe have contacts in the school system and could pass this message along to them. Our scholarships are available to any senior who is getting ready to attend a college or a trade school, as well as those who are currently enrolled. So certainly, once you get there, you need to have scholarships and funding sometimes to help you continue your education. So we want to be a part of that as well. The student or their guardian would need to be a member of Rappahannock Electric, but otherwise they are, the applications are available on our website, and the student can certainly go on, take a look at the application. The deadline is January 25th, 2022, so still plenty of time to pass that message along. And I know right now students are starting to kind of finalize their plans probably and look at where they want to apply or what they want to do. So a good time to pass that message along. But the photographs you saw were of Louisa County seniors who have recently been awarded funding. And the denominations for the scholarships, we offer $20,000 to 17 students annually. And those are broken down into two $2,500 scholarships and then 15 $1,000 scholarships. So Taylor, Charles, and Liliana were recent recipients. Taylor actually was a $2,500 recipient, and Charles and Liliana were $1,000 scholarship recipients. So kind of a cool thing to have here locally. Our next program are community grants. Our community grants are broken into 3 categories. We have community organizations, education, and emergency services. Breaking it up this way allows different groups to be able to apply for funding based off of the audience and who they're trying to, what their mission is. Again, these applications are also available on our website. The deadline, as you can see, is quickly approaching. Today is October 1st. The deadline is October 15th, so still plenty of time. But it is something, if you are interested, to go ahead and take a look at. I am happy to answer any questions you may have with that. We try to make the application process pretty simple and straightforward so that anyone is able to apply and get their application sent in. I know there's been a couple of comments about trying to piece together all of the information, and I'm sure that can be time-consuming. So our goal is to, certainly there's required information that we do need to have, but hopefully it's a streamlined process. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. These are, the grants are awarded in 2 $5,000 recipients, and then there will be, 2 $5,000 recipients and 4 $2,000 recipients. So all of this information is on our website if you did want to check that out, along with the applications as well. So that's a great opportunity for hopefully a lot of you in this room to be able to check out and get that application in. You can email it in, so hopefully that'll make it pretty quick and easy to get it in the next 15 days. The community grant program, we are adjusting that to offer more opportunities in the future. So there will be some changes happening in that area, and more information will be coming out in the coming months, but certainly we encourage all of you to apply for this next round of funding and the deadline coming up. The Power of Change is a very unique program. This is completely funded by Rappahannock Electric Cooperative members. So members have the option to choose to round up their electric bill. Some members, simply round it up to the next whole dollar. Other members have chosen to maybe donate $1 a month. The average member donates about $6 a year. $6 doesn't sound like a whole lot of money, but we have more than 30,000 members who have chosen to participate and give back to their communities through this program. So as you can imagine, roughly $6, multiplied by 30,000 members, that adds up, and that allows us, because of the generous donation of Rappahannock Electric members, to be able to impact our local communities. All the money stays right here in our service territory. So if you are interested and you're a Rappahannock Electric Cooperative member, we would encourage you to participate in this program. You can go on our website. There's a simple form that, just fill out with your information, or you can certainly call us in, and a member services representative would be happy to help you with that. But it's a great way to just, a little bit of change changes a whole lot. So a really great program to participate in or tell others about. On the flip side to that, if it's a program that you think you would benefit from the funding of, the funding is awarded twice a year. There's two deadline application periods. One is in February, the other is in August. So the deadline coming up, as you see, is February 10th of 2022. So certainly a little bit of time there to take a look at that and see if that is something that is a good fit. This program is for 501c3s. So different than the community grants. It does not have the different categories, but this is for 501c3 organizations. The structure of the funding is also different. As I mentioned, it's funded solely by our members. So the amount of money that we have to give back during each of those funding periods will vary because it's based off of donations, whereas the other grant program is structured with those dollar amounts. So there are times where an organization may receive $1,000. There might be a $15 grant recipient. So it just varies based off of the program, the project, the request, and then of course the amount of money that we have to give back to the communities during that particular funding period. But a really great opportunity to be involved kind of from both sides with participation and donation, and we certainly want to let people know about that, but also from a recipient end to be able to receive that funding so that you all can continue all of the great things that you're doing in the communities to make it a better place for all of us.
What's the average grant award for that?
For the Power of Change, it varies. Like I said, there's times where there's $1,000. I would say a rough average would be a few $1,000s. And then sometimes we do have the larger donations, grants that are awarded through that. So really, what I would suggest is to think about, if there's an initiative that you're wanting to continue or wanting to implement, or a project. Maybe it's a homeless shelter that would like to install a playground for the children that are living at that facility. Or I know we've had a number of applicants that are food pantries and they need new freezers or more freezers. So things like that are projects that will simply help carry out whatever that organization's mission is, and what maybe what you're currently doing, or maybe there's a really great idea that someone has, but you just don't have the funds to put that in motion, and we would love to be able to help with that. So these are some of the annual ongoing projects that or programs that we have. Like I said, we do have our sponsorships and donations as well. But if you have any questions or
Do we have
want
any
to
questions?
further talk, I'd be happy.
Yes, hold on 1 second.
Since the co-op coverage is sort of a checkerboard thing, there are lots of co-ops. I'm curious if there is still a Virginia Association of Electric Co-ops, and do they collect information about the individual co-ops, grants, opportunities, so that if someone were serving various communities in the state, they could go to a central spot, or would you have to really search out each individual co-op to find out what their grant opportunities are?
It is based with each individual co-op. Now for Rappahannock Electric, we serve a large part of Louisa. We do not serve the entire county. Having said that, for the to apply for the funding, your organization doesn't have to be in the physical building, would not have to be in REC's service territory, but you would need to serve Rappahannock Electric members. So keep that in mind when you're thinking through, if your building or your organization itself is not necessarily in our service area, you don't get your power from REC, that's still okay. You are still more than welcome to apply as long as your services benefit folks who are.
Did that answer your question?
Not quite. So the Virginia Association of Electric Co-ops doesn't keep any sort of information collectively throughout the state?
I don't know if they have anything on their website. I'm sure if you called, they would be happy to help you kind of pinpoint that with different co-ops, because I do know most all of them that I can think of off the top of my head offer some sort of program, whether it's something similar to the Power of Change or just a general grant funding. And each one is a little bit different in how they're set up or structured or that sort of thing. But I would be more than happy to check on that for you and get back with you on that, because I'm not 100% sure if they have something on their site that would kind of help you get in that direction.
Yeah. Are you just looking for like a list of all the foundations at the different co-ops, or you're just looking for, can we just apply to the Virginia one and get money from them? Is that
Just looking for resources.
to find them?
Yeah,
Okay.
because how many co-ops are there in the state?
Yeah. So to your point, or just to help you a little bit with that question, we did do a grant writing class. We have a grant book that points you in the direction of where you can find multiple foundation and funding sources, not just the co-ops, right? So we'll make sure. Eddie, actually, you went to the grant class, yeah. So, yeah.
I'm just curious because.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab your information if you don't mind.
That's some kind of clearinghouse information.
Sure.
Because the electric co-ops typically do the similar things, even though they don't do exactly the same thing.
Sure,
And
absolutely.
They lie.
Right.
The other piece I was wondering, never mind, I lost the question.
Well, I'll be here all afternoon, so if you
Yeah.
think of it, just
Yeah, we're getting ready to actually have a break. Does
Right.
anybody else have any questions for Lindsay? Right back over here to Willie.
I feel like I'm cheating the system. Again, I don't have a question, but I'm on the Resource Council Board. I want to thank you for all your help you do there.
Yes, sir.
And also, obviously, for the school system, but also make a major statement, has nothing to do with nonprofits, but the fact that Rappahannock Electric will be the responsible party, along with the Board of Supervisors, to get broadband throughout the county. So thank you.
Yes, you're
in
welcome.
advance.
Yes, we are very pleased to be part of that as well. So.
All right. Do we have any other questions for Lindsay? So she is here. She's sticking around. You can get with her. We're going to take a